in the same period. Likewise, the exports of ECO countries within the region stood at only 46 billion US dollars against the total world exports of US 459 billion dollars. This shows how the region has still not been able to achieve its true potential of increasing exports from the ECO region to the world, as envisaged in the ECO Vision 2025. It is an important document adopted during the 13th ECO Summit in Islamabad and enjoins ECO to principally increase intra-regional trade, strengthen regional connectivity, operationalize major ECO transport corridors, and seek energy security. We must deliberate as to how we can expand our share in global and intra-regional trade, become more competitive, reduce barriers to promote trade integration, develop infrastructure across the ECO region, have environmentally sustainable policies, and reduce poverty. There are lessons to be learned from the countries that have miraculously reduced poverty and used regional economic integration as a vehicle in a short span of time. Mr. Chairman, we are all aware of the significance of trade and the need for an integrated system of communications and transport in promoting trade. Corridor-based approach adopted by the ECO to maximize its potential was a step in the right direction. Transport Framework Agreement, as well as Fund for TTFA's implementation, envisage the following corridors: KTAI, Kyrgyz Republic, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Iran; ITI, Islamabad, Tehran, Istanbul; KTI, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Iran; and PIT, Pakistan, Iran, Turkmenistan. Such corridors would lead to greater connectivity among the member states and usher in an era of massive economic growth in the region. Excellencies, reoperationalization of Istanbul-Tehran-Islamabad corridor has been a significant development. To speed up progress, Pakistan is upgrading its rail and road infrastructure to facilitate further flows of goods to our neighbors and beyond. Moreover, in order to enhance intra-regional connectivity, it is imperative that more border crossing points in the ECO region are notified as TIR stations so that trade operations are facilitated. The successful realization of the aforementioned projects would encourage us to spread and link up with other corridors in the region and beyond. More importantly, such ventures will facilitate an enabling environment for the private sector to widen business and investment opportunities. Excellencies, ECO Trade Agreement quota is a landmark preferential trade arrangement. Pakistan attaches great importance to its early implementation. We urge all member states to sign a quota and thus help promote regional trade expansion. I would also like to highlight the latest development in the investment landscape of Pakistan. The government of Pakistan has established a special investment facilitation council that will serve as a single window platform for multi-domain cooperation in 5 key sections, including agriculture, defense production, IT, energy, and mining. Headed by the Prime Minister's office, all state institutions that are involved in trade and investment are brought together under the SIFC umbrella. This body has the mandate to give directions to any government institutions and ensure policy continuation and execution. Mr. Chairman, we are all aware of the fact that Afghanistan plays a critical role in regional connectivity. Connectivity projects such as CASA 1000, Trans-Afghan Railways, TAPI, and others are not merely economic projects, they are also strategic investments in our shared future. Pakistan therefore looks forward to working closely with other ECO member states towards the shared goal of building a peaceful, prosperous, and interconnected Afghanistan. Excellencies, as we speak, a grave humanitarian crisis is unfolding in Gaza. The incessant and lethal bombardment of Gaza by the Israeli forces is a deplorable act which calls for international condemnation. This issue needs to be addressed in accordance with the relevant UNSC and OIC resolutions. I urge all ECO member states to push for a ceasefire in Gaza, support the call for provision of humanitarian assistance, and rally efforts to hold Israel to account. Let me also highlight here the Indian atrocities being inflicted upon the people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan continues to rely on its fraternal ECO countries to support the exercise of right to self-determination by the people of Kashmir in light of the relevant UNSC resolutions. Excellencies, the perilous issues of growing intolerance, xenophobia, and violence on the basis of religious identity, which are endangering the region, also demand our due attention. I urge the ECO member states and international community to work together to build political and legal deterrence against the abhorrent rise of Islamophobia while fostering mutual respect, interfaith harmony, and peaceful coexistence. Excellencies, Pakistan reiterates its firm belief in ECO's founding values, as well as its commitment to ECO Vision 2025. Let's make ECO an organization not just of words, but of action, not just of commitments, but implementation. It is crucial for us to work collectively and diligently to realize the goals and objectives of the organization. In this regard, accelerating reforms to make ECO more vibrant and efficient is of pivotal importance. Our region, if well connected, can bring colossal economic and peace dividends for our people. I'm confident that with our shared commitment and coordinated efforts, we can realize the true potential of this organization. I once again reiterate our position on the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, the killing of children, women, targeting hospital, the elimination of children. I recall in history when pharaohs on the advent of Moses' birth killed children, and now unfortunately the people who claim to be the follower of the Moses are following the footpath of pharaohs. Pakistan strongly condemns this. We should immediately rally behind and stop the cessation of the violence and encourage to have this humanitarian corridor so that unfortunate defenseless people of Palestine could be helped out. I thank you, all of you.
निगरान वज़ीर-ए-आज़म अनवार-उल-हक काकड़ इक़्तिसादी ताउन तंजीम के 16वें सरबराही इजलास से खिताब कर रहे थे। उन्होंने कहा कि ECO की 16वें सरबराही कॉन्फ्रेंस में पाकिस्तान की नुमाइंदगी करना मेरे लिए बाइसे एजाज़ है। उन्होंने कहा कि इक़्तिसादी ताउन तंजीम खित्ते की तरक्की के लिए अहम फ़ोरम है। मज़ीद उन्होंने क्या कहा, ये जान लेंगे अपने नुमाइंदे असद यार खान से। असद यार खान, आगाह कीजिएगा हमारे नाज़रीन को तफसीलन कि मज़ीद निगरान वज़ीर-ए-आज़म अनवार-उल-हक काकड़ का क्या कहना था इस खिताब में।
जी, 16वां सरबराह इजलास जो है वो ताशकंद में जारी है। अब से कुछ देर पहले निगरान वज़ीर आज़म अनवार-उल-हक काकड़ ने इक़्तिसादी ताउन तंजीम के 16वें इजलास से खिताब में जो उज़्बेकिस्तान के सदर हैं उनको सदारत का ओहदा संभालने पर मुबारकबाद दी और ख़ास तौर पर उन्होंने इस बात पर भी खुशी का इजहार किया कि जो तंजीम के आइंदा सेक्रेटरी जनरल होंगे वो पाकिस्तान से होंगे। जो मौजूदा सेक्रेटरी जनरल हैं ECO के वो आइंदा साल उनकी जो मुद्दत है मुलाजमत की वो ख़त्म हो जाएगी। वज़ीर आज़म ने अपने खिताब में जो खित्ते की जो वसाइल हैं उसके ऊपर बात की और किस तरीके से हम जो